Welcome back to Into the Cosmos and our new weekly series, Space 101. This week's video will be about rockets and all of their parts. So let's get into it. First up, we have solid rocket motors. They are these side boosters seen here. They're going to be present on SLS, and they were on Space Shuttle, and currently are a major part of the Ariane 5 program. Next up is the liquid rocket engines. They are the main thrust of most rockets, seen usually on the center core, and are the same type of engine that powers Starship, Super Heavy, the shuttle main engines, and the Soyuz main engines. They come in many different types, which will come in a later video. So next up is the fairings. They protect the payload during launch. They're a shell that goes on top of the rocket and are what SpaceX tries to recover out of the water after every Falcon 9 launch, and originally tried to catch with Miss Tree. Next up, fuel tank. As it sounds, it is where the fuel is stored for the liquid rocket engines. Okay, next up, staging. Rockets are separated into staging because of the rocket equation, which means if you double the fuel, you do not double your delta V, or how much more payload you can put into orbit or how fast you can get going. So they are separated into stages. Stage 1 usually burns through the thickest part of the atmosphere, and the stage 2 does most of the vacuum work. On rockets that do have a stage 3, that usually is a deep space stage, which will take the payload either to the moon or out of the solar system. Next up is the payload. It is the thing being launched. So on SLS, that will be Orion. On Falcon 9, that can be Crew or Cargo Dragon or any variety of satellites. Right, next is the inner stage. The inner stage protects the second or above stage engines during launch. It is what we see when the Falcon 9 second stage separates and we are looking back. It also houses the avionics and a variety of other important parts of the first stage. And then there's the launch escape system. This is only on crewed launches, and it can either look like a tower above the capsule, or as seen in the SpaceX Crew Dragon, it can be integrated into the capsule itself, and its purpose is to pull the capsule away in case of an emergency. That is all we have for this episode. Make sure you join us back again next week, where we will be going into what is an orbit and how you get to an orbit.